is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Talks about nigga Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, we're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it, goes up really high.
Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Well, you every day. You hit the like and subscribe. Talking about going on this fantastic ride, and hopefully it's to the moon, and damn, hopefully we're going soon, right? We haven't talked about that in a minute. It's Monday. Had a rough day, having a rough Monday, I know. I walked around with one eye this morning. I'm so tired from yesterday's clock ahead. I hope we're done doing that dumb, stupid shit. And good morning to you, everyone. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Mr. Sunny, Mrs. Sunny, whoever you may be. Talking about the crypto technical analysis, right? And you come over here, you hit the like and subscribe. And we want to know what bank is next. What bank is next? March 13th, 2023. It is the morning show. Talking about the cryptocurrency. So big things to talk about this morning. We have a lot to go over. How I said last night, I thought it was very important. Total crypto market cap every day. Hit that bell, all notification, become a subscriber. We talked about a lot of different things. We talked about wasn't a good time to buy. USDC, right? Never thought I'd see this all the way up in the 3% on the hot trending. But yes, USDC is trending, and we're going to be backed off, so we're good. Circle reserves worth $3.3 billion at SVB to be fully available soon. This was an article 40 minutes ago. We keep you up to date in the crypto news, so please, very important to be a subscriber so you get this notification as soon as we come live talking about technical analysis. None of this stuff is obvious financial advice, but we do get it from a gentleman twice as nice. $3.3 billion in USDC reserve deposits held at the failed SVB will fully be recovered when banks reopen in the U.S. Circle also announced new partnership with the Cross River Bank. So big news, big bullish news, as you can see. And as we're recovering pretty strong, Mr. Chief, good morning to you. Well, we're in good shape. It was just more fun, right? And what we know about the SVB fallout right now, what's been done? Well, SVB signature is resolved. Uninsured deposits are guaranteed. New Fed fund to finance the banks. And duration risks, reckoning not resolved. So that's a problem. What I mean by the duration and what they mean by the duration. Well, what's happening is we do, as a bank in the U.S., we're supposed to put our money in safe securities, right? Very low risk assets, and the bonds are usually what that is. Well, when people demand their money, this is how it works, the bonds are then sold and have to be sold no matter where they are currently in the duration of its time. So obviously you want the bonds to mature, you want them to be at their best rate in the green, and unfortunately they're in the red, and people are demanding for their money. And what happens next? Well, they ask for their money, the bonds are then short at a loss, sold at a loss, and then obviously the liquidation versus the reserves and what's going on is not adding up to the money that is needed, and that causes where we're at now. So duration risk reckoning, it is not resolved. So it's a big problem right now, but as we continue to find out where we'll get the money, well, probably printing, right? That's how we're going to get the money. So the Feds are going to print more money. This is insane. Excuse me. SVB fallout. What we don't know, where were the bank regulators? That's a big question, actually. And can banks fix the duration risk in a year? I don't think so. That's a lot of risk. A lot of money to the downside, the only way we could fix it is by printing. So it can be done, yes, that's the answer. And the only answer right now is printing. So SVB fallout, what we don't know still, the impact on Fed monetary policy. Will uninsured depositors feel safe in the smaller banks? And this is what I want to talk about this morning. Who is next? How will banks guarantee? How will the banks pay for the depositor guarantee? We don't know, probably printing money. And second of all, like I just said, well, are all the people going to take their money out this morning and go to the big banks? And that's my biggest concern of all. It's a big fear of mine. So the market's bet on less Fed funds peak rate outlook. So if you pay attention to the rate, all talking about inflation, fighting inflation right now, 4.7. Not looking too good, guys. Hit the like and subscribe, please. It's very important for you to get this information out. One of the best crypto channels that is very underrated. It's a gem that most of you followers don't want to share with people. And I understand that. I wouldn't want to share so much of a gem. I just want to keep it quiet. Big Short, Michael Burry warns of another bank collapse. Guys, we're going to keep going until we find every bank. It's just like, well, once there's smoke, well, there's fire. So they're going to keep going until they find out everybody is regulated and is tight. Their ship is running tight, and most likely they're not. So big problems going on as we continue to pay attention. Lots of things I want to talk about, guys. U.S. national debt by the year. This is where the bonds, this is where the banks put your money. This is where everyone's money is. And if we're going to continue to fall and keep having debt, basically what the banks are doing is buying government debt. That is a big problem. We're buying government debt, but yet we're not going to get backed when we get fucked. I don't know about that one, guys. Excuse my French. But the U.S. national debt was more than $31.42 trillion in December 2022. The debt to GDP ratio gives insight into whether the U.S. has the ability to cover all of its debt. Recessions, defense budget growth, and the tax cuts have all caused the national debt to GDP ratio to rise to record levels. So I don't think people really understand what's going on. We may actually be in a recession currently, and the U.S. cannot afford to default on its debt without major global economic consequences. And we already just went over that before we read it. Very important to talk about this, guys. I mean, this is all affecting our price. U.S. banks sitting on unrealized losses of $620 billion. Do you understand that number? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? What's happening? Well, back when interest rates were near zero, U.S. banks scooped up a lot of treasuries and bonds. Oh, we talked about this the last few days. Now, as the Federal Reserve hikes rates to fight inflation, these bonds have declined in value, and when they ask for their money, as everybody knows, they are forced to liquidate their position. They are forced to then take this down for a loss. Things are going to get hairy, guys. I don't think you really understand. Hit the bell, hit the all notification, become a subscriber. We're talking about these things, keeping you up to date in the traditional and the crypto markets. Some of the top best banks around. Guys, these are the only banks that are going to be around. I want you to understand, take a look at some of the names, pay attention what some of these are going to be soon. Some of these banks are going to be gone. We have way too many banks. A lot of crypto news this morning. So total crypto market cap, though, 1.01 trillion market cap. We have bounced back above the trillion as we did get the news that Bitcoin and everything else will be back. So Bitcoin price bounces back as Silicon Valley Bank rescued. So big deal as we talk about this, and I will continue to go, and I'm going to go over the price level. So this is part of your most exciting part of the video. So if you are here at this point in time, we have a few minutes left, and we're going to end the video. So please don't forget, most crucial time, to hit the like and subscribe. Nobody else does this for you. Now, I said last night, believe we're going to get some resistance. I thought 22.8 is going to be the problem. So we talked about it. 22,800 Bitcoin, guys. Once we break above this old ascending channel that we fell through out of because of the FUD. Now you see, you got to really pay attention. We were supposed to be, and this is, I feel like this is the narrative of Bitcoin. We're supposed to be much higher than this. We're supposed to be in a different world right now. We're supposed to be doing many different things, guys. And if you pay attention to where we're going, I believe that this is the trend. This is where we have supposed to have been going, but we weren't able to do that, right? When a bank goes under, and it's part of crypto, there's nothing you can do. This is part of their plan. I cannot stop their plan. They're so good that they destroy patterns. So what's going on right now, I believe that we're going to get a great buy somewhere around here, get down. Looks to see at the 20,600 if we may. We could retest the 19.8 now. I don't think that's part of the plan as far as the technical point of view, but I do believe we'll get this. And then finally, as you can see, we will finally break through and hopefully get to about 27,300 Bitcoin. So that's where I'm looking for us to head in the next move or so. We'll see what happens. We got to break above the 25,000 as that is the most important price, as you already know how important that is. So we were supposed to be pretty much trading with this trend. We'll see if we can get back in this trend. It's very important to find that out. As you can see, this was the ascending channel. This was the pattern we were coming through. Now, I look here on my oscillator I love so much on the daily. Have a little bit more fall to go. Well, that's probably where the 20,600 comes into play for Bitcoin. And then, my friends, we will get a nice bounce back to the upside. As you can see, I do really like what we're doing. And every time we've come all the way down to the oversold zone, which is these last two right here, if you pay close attention, November 20th and if we watch probably somewhere around the Valentine's Day, if you see what Bitcoin was doing there. So November 20th, as you can see here, November 20th, excellent buy. We were at the 15.6 buy. It was the low, probably the lowest we've been for 2023, and it definitely was. As you can see, big buy signal, and now just about where we got the last two. Well, you can see another good buy signal, guys. 21.6, and it went all the way to 25,000 as we cannot break that price. So we're going to pay close attention to this, guys. This is awesome. This is what we're looking to do. And if you see here, the last two big times, and these are big, two huge sell signals here as we're seeing boom and boom. So look for there. Two big sell signals here as resistance is hitting. That's our sell area. Once we finally break above and through this price, that's when, my friends, the bulls are back in town. Right? The Bulls are back in town. Don't even try and sing, Pete. Your voice is already effed up. We hear you coughing. Yeah, my voice is destroyed. I don't know what's going on. Got a little bit of a dry cough or something. But pay attention to what is going on right now. You can see the upward W forming. This is part of it right here. And then we'll get the resistance to come back and break through. So I do believe if you can be careful and if you can understand what is happening in the charts, looking at my oscillator right here, we're very bullish. I do really, really like what's going to happen. I do believe that this is all coming into play, not financial advice. Get into Ethereum next if you are excited for that, but you can see the trend. We're going to have to break through this trend and come back above as long as everything goes into play. So hopefully no more banks, but what I really do believe is going to happen, it's pretty scary. A lot of these banks, we're only going to have a few, and there's going to be more cryptocurrencies than there's going to be banks. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that the banking system is broken, and they're going to realize real quick how decentralization comes into play rather quickly than you know. So as you can see right now, currently, we're getting a little bit of a buy signal on the Ethereum before Bitcoin. Could be happening as we're getting a little more oversold. As you can see, we got a couple fake buys here, came in, buy signal, went right up, fake, and then went down again to get the awesome, absolute big bounce there. So it does happen sometimes, and it did happen there, as you can see here, right? In October, it's a perfect prime example. As you can see, got a big buy signal here, September, but we just had to wait till October, another month. And it wasn't even another month. It was in the next month, but it was a week later. So understand here, got that buy signal, the same place where we're about getting it now. And if you're able to do that, well, you got to really pay attention and focus on what you were able to occur. What were you able to achieve here? Well, as I pay attention to on that time frame, if I were able to take this, and I'm sure you got the sell signal somewhere around here, so you would have sold it at the peak. How amazing is that? You got your double top here. Here it is, double top. I would have known. Get the hell out. It's a double top. There it is. I would have sold out at about there. So over 33%. Imagine on leverage what you can do in this market. So please be careful because only leverage traders really do make it here. Experienced traders only. So please be careful if you want to be a leverage trader, as Sellner will tell you. He's getting better and better. He started with 20 bucks. Started put another 230 in. Just keep playing around until you feel comfortable. He's playing around with too much leverage, but that's what we all do. So I'm not singling him out. I did the same exact shit. We all do it. We want to be rich tomorrow. Good morning, Mr. Jackson. So, paying attention on the daily right now, I do get a buy zone. I'm not in the oversold zone where I want to be, so pay attention to that. That is also correlating how the little bit of a move to the downside it will get. Where is Ethereum going to go? Well, ultimately, I believe that a 1476 price is going to be a good one, possibly touching to the 1454. Remember, I said this. So do this right now. Pay attention. Going to get that V-shaped fall down, possibly to here, and then it's off to the races again. See how it happens very often. It gets exciting. It goes up, right? You think we're going. You buy, and then it goes down. And then guess what you do here? You sell like a jackass, and then it goes back up, and you're like, wait a minute. If I just fucking held here, I didn't have to care about buying lower or going lower. I would have just been here. That's what happens in crypto, and is a very common mistake. So please pay attention, even on leverage. What happens? Well, you get liquidated down here. You long the mother effer, right? You longed it here at 13.11. You're like, oh man, what a price this is. But little Peter at the bus, and the bus left without little Petey. he decided to put a trade in and now got stuck because the trade was going down. And what happened? Well, we got liquidated at 11.94. It was awful. Got liquidated at 11.94, and then what happened? Well, this was the true long position at 11.94. Could have made massive gains, and instead, you're watching the price go up. You're on the sidelines, and you're a miserable mother effer. So that's kind of what happened. So pay attention to that. I think the 14.76 price will come back and will bring you in. Now, you don't want to trade on the market. So if you are buying market prices on leverage, put yourself a buy order in if you're going to long it instead of hitting the market button. Why? You're prepping yourself to buy at a lower price. You will get a better gain, and you'll have a less chance of selling at a higher gain of loss. No, that doesn't make sense. You'll basically be selling and mitigating your losses. You don't want to get caught in a high percentage beatdown. And sometimes a lot of people like to buy and sell at the market price. Put an order in, see where the trend is going. If the trend is going up, there will be a little bit of a bounce back here. And I'm telling you, well, if we just play games, this is like a game, guys, but it's technical analysis built inside. If we get a reset touchdown, I'll know that 1527 is a possibility. So now we got two options here. We're going to dollar cost average in, and Wall Street Pete tells you that, hey, we usually give you a couple levels, so you get an option here. Because if your 1476 fill doesn't fill, and then we break this price at the 1800 here in this area, and now we're trading 2000, you're going to be miserable on the sidelines. And this is how you keep into play of the game. You want to be in on the game, guys. You want to play, right? You want to be a player in this, and you don't want to be sitting from the sidelines. So if you can see here, the biggest peak that I have right now is 2166. So if that does occur and we start breaking the 1800 levels, you're going to see prices possibly to here. I mean, we're going to go parabolic. Now, I know I have a price level that's way before there. So I want you to understand this is the first round of resistance, 1730 area. Please pay close attention. This is where I think we're going to get major resistance. But if you pay close attention now, looking at the friggin' daily, because this is what we're doing, I do have a buy signal coming down. I want to go down a little bit more and get some more and get this oversold zone where I was last time so I can get the definite good buy signal December 24th. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. December 24th, 2022, guess what? Santa Claus was coming to town, and man, did he leave a lot of gifts for us that we may not have been able to appreciate. So pay attention to what is happening here in this trend. This is a trend all the way from Christmas Eve and beyond. And we have to pay attention because what is going on is we're creating new higher lows here. And if we continue to create new higher lows in this pattern, we are still bullish. And I do like what is coming forward. So we have to pay close attention. We did fall out of this pattern, but we didn't develop this pattern until we got nice big support here. So now we're in an upward trend, ascending channel here, as you can see, looking to be strong, getting to the next leg, to the upside. Market crap, imagine market crap, and I feel that it is market crap because a lot of crap, almost 23,000 cryptocurrencies in this space right now. It's a little ridiculous. So that is a lot of crypto assets. We already have too many banks. What are we going to do with all these crypto assets? Some of them are going to go to zero. Some of them are going to go to shit. That's why they call them shit coins. So please be careful in this crypto asset. As Binance has been awesome, right? Binance is backing, helping out into this mess. So Binance is now also going back up. As you can see, USD coin is back to 99. That's awesome. Cardano getting a nice pump in the last 24 hours, up 7%. So between Binance, Ethereum, they're all getting nice pumps. Funny, I don't like XRP. Funny, right? We're not getting a big bounce. Isn't that something to pay attention to? Funny, I don't like Solana. Getting a decent bounce. Hey, at least that's doing something. Don't like Solana, guys. I don't like Solana. I'm not a fan. I don't think it's going to be able to outwithstand things like Polkadot, things like Chainlink, things like Avalanche. 8%. Not the shit percent. I'm just sorry, but this is some of the things we talk about on my channel. If you are a follower of mine and you've been a follower of mine, you know this is what we say. These are the trades we like to take on. I love Litecoin. Litecoin is going to get back to the $99 to 100, 143. That's a 2x for me. So right now, currently, I don't want to buy in the green. I want to pay attention to what's happening. I did say the rest of the market could perhaps get this little bit of a fall. You can already see we are proven on the daily, which is in exactly 11 hours. We're going to get a new daily. We'll probably be racing up here. So maybe we get the buy zone down today. We'll see. We'll find out. There's a chance we don't touch here. What happens is the FOMO is real, guys. FOMO is real. What will happen is you continue to go. Once we break above this price, which is the 22.9, 22.8 price, this is when I'm going to be paying close attention. I know that my long position can get me into this zone, guys. Pay attention. Now, we have two options. I believe this is the 26,000. 26,500, but I don't think that's going to last long. I do think that once we start pumping in this direction, I rather believe that we're going to see more parabolic than anything. So don't think that I'm going to sell at 26,500 and get out of the trade. I'm really going to pay attention to 27.3. So pay close attention to that price. As you can see from the last time in that area, well, that is a big gap, guys. We talked about this last night. There is a huge gap coming into play here. Huge gap that we need to fill. And I do believe we're going to fill it. So if you pay attention to all these things I talk about, sooner or later, you're going to prevail. Like I said, not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. But if you watch our videos, if you hang in there, you will find out that relatively we are more correct than wrong. And we have a nice community and a nice set of videos to back that. So pay attention to what we're talking about. Talking about a big fall to the downside. What do we got to do? Well, we got to do big waves and roller coaster rides towards the upward direction, right? I talked about that. So this is part of the plan, guys. Part of the plan. We could be doing this. What is that? 26,000 still going in the upward direction. You see what it is until it breaks. That's what we're looking for. My name is Wall Street Pete. Sick Dell in crypto. This gentleman used to work on this New York Mercantile Exchange where there's no windows, nothing but numbers, cotton, coffee, commodities, futures trading, options. This was the place to be, guys. Derek, what's up? Afternoon, Pete. Much love from London. Ooh, I love London. Would love to go there someday. Nice to see you. So we have people from London. We have people all over the world. Would love to be able to get so big one day that I do what Mr. Beast does. He does his videos in a different language. Do you know that there's only 90 million people that can actually watch these videos that can speak English? I didn't know that. 90 million people. That's all I can get is 90 million people? I'm going to have to learn different language here. So from the gentleman who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange, watched some of the best traders in the world. And if you ever find this on the floor, if found, dropped in the nearest mailbox. Postmaster, return postage guaranteed. New York Mercantile Exchange, 1 North End Avenue. World Financial Center, New York, 10262-1101. Check it out. That's where we worked. It was a great place. But these banks, guys, let's talk a little bit before we go. I'm going to have a sip. I know a lot of people left already. Technical analysis is the fun part. Well, I'm a little concerned. I believe that a few banks are going to go under. How many times is the Fed's going to be able to come through, right? Or anybody, as we said, UK last night got involved as well. How many times is everyone going to get together and just keep bailing these banks out? Now, this is probably the biggest bailout since 2008. We can all agree with that. And we know what happened in 2008. But one of my biggest concerns right now is that more banks are going to go down. And how is that going to happen, right? What do you mean more banks are going to go down? They're going to just keep breaking them? No. What's going to happen is the people, the big investors with the money, the big bags, the whales, they're going to go to the big banks, guys. All the small banks, nah, I'm not going to take that chance no more. This is what's happening. So what are the little banks going to do? They're going to crash and burn, guys. I don't think you get this. When bonds go this low, when the banks invest in government debt, and we can no longer prevail because of that, and we're forced to sell and liquidate our assets before we would like to for a loss because people are demanding their money. It's a big problem. And this is everything Bitcoin and Ethereum was made for. So I really want you to understand that this is Bitcoin's time to shine. This is a lot of things happening. This is a historical moment in time that I don't think many of you are watching, paying attention to, really witnessing with your own two eyes here. Some of us have two eyes. Yes, some of us don't have that. Some of us are fortunate, but this is one of the greatest channels here. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. That was really it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It is Monday. If you had a rough day, you know what I'm saying. And I did. I had a rough morning, guys. I didn't want to wake up. I didn't imagine that. I didn't want to wake up. I'm happy as hell every day I wake up. Let's go. Till the next video, guys. Put on a good beat. Get back in bed, right? Until you hear a good tune, until you hear one of your favorite songs, right? And then you want to dance out of bed. Let's start it that way. Why not? It's the start of your day. It's the start of your day. If you wake up miserable, well, I'm pretty sure you're going to have a miserable day. But if you wake up happy, shaking that ass, hey, I'll tell you right now, there's not going to be too many people on a Monday waking up shaking that ass. But guess what? If you're one of them, a lot of people are going to know, what the fuck are you doing? none of your business. Have a great day, guys. Love you all. Peace in and peace out. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're going on a ride. I'll see you in the next video. If it is very important, we'll be on our cell phone recording or on a live. This is what we do. We keep you up to date. So please be careful. A lot of the things we talk about do come true. I'm a very intuitive son of a bitch. Take care.